I corrected that. I said, that's not a good idea.
Well,
and that what I need to do is
we
just
had
need
a
to communicate.
previous earlier, at least 1 or 2 conversations where you told me this.
On Starspell USA, we bring you the explosive unraveling of a family that once stood as a symbol of polygamous unity, spiritual conviction, and televised devotion, now shattered by betrayal, suppressed truths, and a memoir that could topple the entire legacy of the Brown Empire. This is raw, raw, raw. And nothing, absolutely nothing, could have prepared the world, or Kody Brown himself, for the bombshell that hit when Christine Brown officially announced her memoir. That morning, Kody was already walking on emotional eggshells as the production crew rolled into film. Another day of what was supposed to be healing conversations between the family. But as the glossy mock-up of Christine's book cover made its way across social media and into tabloids, Kody's mood shifted from simmering tension to explosive rage. And everyone around him felt the shift in the air like the moment before a storm touches down. Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. That title alone sent Kody into a tailspin, according to one veteran producer who's worked on Sister Wives since the early Leahy days. Kody's hands were visibly trembling when he saw the title, but it was the word freedom that he couldn't stomach. Freedom from what? He snapped at no one in particular. From being taken care of. From our covenant? From her children's father. And that was before. He even made it to the leaked excerpts already swirling online. As he stormed around the driveway like a man possessed, Christine's calm and calculated public statements were being shared by thousands. Some things needed to be said, she said in her Instagram teaser, sitting in a sunlit kitchen with David Woolley at her side. I waited a long time to say them. With a soft smile and a wink, Christine let the world know this wasn't going to be a petty tell-all. It was going to be a reckoning. And Kody, he knew it. By lunchtime, he was pacing and muttering that Christine had rewritten the family history to make herself a saint and paint him as the villain. He slammed the production van door so hard that a PA dropped their mic bag, and a producer whispered, "This isn't damage control. This is a full meltdown." Behind the scenes, Kody allegedly threatened to walk off the show unless producers reined Christine in, as if that were even possible now. 'Cause Christine wasn't just telling her truth anymore. She was curating it, marketing it, and allegedly backing it up with screenshots, receipts, handwritten notes, and private texts. The shift in power was unmistakable. Kody was no longer the one holding the narrative strings. Christine was. She was about to pull them. In a clip posted to her Instagram story, Christine sipped coffee in cozy flannel and smiled. "If you think you know what happened, you don't." Fans went wild. Reddit threads exploded. TikTok sleuths sprang into action, clipping old footage from TLC to align with Christine's teaser quotes. One quote in particular sent chills down longtime viewers' spines. "They can use that info to control you better. The manipulation, bait-ny, the calculated withholding of affectional, of it now reframed as intentional psychological tactics." And fans saw it, loud and clear. One excerpt allegedly describes Christine sitting alone in the Leahy house after yet another emotionally vacant family meeting, realizing she hadn't even been hugged by Kody in 9 months. Another recalls her asking, "Do you still love me?" only to be met with a silence so thick it echoed louder than words. Viewers remembered Kody's empty eyes, the cold body language, the guilt shifting in old episodes, and suddenly the puzzle came together. But the section that Kody reportedly took the hardest: the truth about Coyote Pass. According to a source who previewed the galley copy of Christine's memoir, she claims she signed over her share of the property for a symbolic $10 not out of generosity. But because Kody told her point blank, "You're not part of the future plan." And sure enough, public documents back her up. It's the date of the transfer, the amount, all of it. For her share in a multi-million-dollar land parcel that she helped dream into existence, fought for, invested in, only to be discarded like an inconvenient memory. And while Kody's defenders say it was her choice to walk away, Christine paints the picture of a woman emotionally exiled and then erased from the family's financial future. Kodys' reaction? It's unfiltered rage. Insiders say he's been calling the book a hit job in Healing's clothing, accusing Christine of twisting facts, cherry-picking painful moments, and monetizing their family's legacy. But curiously, he's not outright denying the events. Instead, he says they're misrepresented, out of context, and deeply unfair portrayals of a man trying to keep his family together. But fans aren't buying it. Because for years, viewers saw Christine shrinking, silently hurting, holding in the pain while Kody prioritized Robin, emotionally iced out Janelle, dismissed Mary, and accused everyone else of betrayal while nursing his own victim complex. Christine's memoir, it seems, is the mirror he never wanted to look into. And then there's Janelle. Always calm, always rational, but now quietly but powerfully taking a side. During a recent livestream, a fan asked Janelle point blank if she supported Christine's decision to write the memoir. Without hesitation, she replied, "Everyone has the right to tell their truth." Christine lived a lot, and she carried even more. That one line? It was subtle, but longtime fans knew it was a full endorsement. Sources say Janelle even helped Christine review early chapters, especially the sections dealing with family finances, the Coyote Pass breakdown, and the complicated entanglements of shared resources. Meanwhile, Robin stayed true to form, defensive, teary-eyed, and seemingly in denial, spotted on a shopping trip in Flagstaff. She was overheard telling a friend that the book was mean-spirited and undoing years of healing. Though her PR camp later claimed she was misquoted, but no one missed the message. For Robin, the book isn't just a threat to Kody, it's a threat to the version of the family she still clings to, a version where the truth is buried under excuses and loyalty is demanded, not earned. And then, like clockwork, Mary chimed in. Not with a video, not with a live stream, but with a cryptic quote on Instagram. The truth doesn't change just because someone doesn't want to hear it. No name, no tags, but everyone knew. When Mary goes cryptic, it means she's processing, and something deeper is brewing. Behind the scenes, insiders claim the group texts between the sister wives have gone radio silent. Some have even blocked each other. According to a former TLC producer, this book didn't stir the pot. It shattered the damn table. Kody, he's spiraling. Not just over the book, but over Janelle's quiet betrayal. "She was supposed to have my back," he reportedly told a confidant, "not join the bandwagon." But Janelle's not joining anything. It's forging a new path. And as Christine's book inches closer to its September release date, it's becoming impossible to deny. The myth of sister-wife unity was always paper-thin, and Christine just lit the match. On social media, the fallout has been nuclear. #Team Christine is trending across TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Fans are calling her a phoenix, a truth teller, a spiritual escapee. But with every praise post comes a rebuttal. #Defend Kody began trending in certain Facebook groups with loyalists, claiming Christine is profiting off pain and rewriting history to sell books. Why now, they ask? Why destroy everything when the dust was finally settling? But that's just it. The dust wasn't settling, it was suffocating. And Christine finally stood up, took a deep breath, and started clearing the air. What made the story even wilder? TikTok sleuths started combing through over a decade of sister wives footage, pulling clips that now read like eerie foreshadowing. Kody's dismissive language. The moments where Christine's eyes filled with tears while he lectured her about loyalty. A particularly chilling clip went viral. Kody telling Christine, "If you move to Flagstaff, it'll be your birthday every day," now seen as manipulative bait, not romantic intent. And still, Christine remains calm, poised, ready, reposting encouragement from fans and ex-polygamists, calling her brave, wise, and revolutionary. She's not just telling her story, she's reclaiming it. And with rumors swirling of a potential second book, a docuseries spin-off, and a joint women's roundtable with Janelle and other ex-wives of fundamentalist marriages. One thing is clear, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new era. Kody, meanwhile, is reportedly pushing TLC to give him a solo sit-down interview special to set the record straight. Sources say he's obsessed with owning the narrative and sees Christine's memoir as a direct threat to the truth. But that's the catch, this is her truth. And he no longer gets editorial control. The days of quiet compliance are over. The Brown family isn't just broken, it's been deconstructed page by page. And Christine's memoir might be the most powerful chapter yet.
I think I could have done better as a sister wife. Sure, absolutely. But I think I did a lot of things that were great as a sister wife.
In a gut-wrenching moment from season 16 of Sister Wives, Christine Brown, eyes brimming with tears, looked at Kody Brown and told him something that would later echo with chilling clarity. "I feel like a basement wife." At the time, many viewers sympathized but didn't quite grasp the weight of what she was truly saying. Now, with Christine's upcoming memoir making headlines, that footage is being rewatched through a new lens. One viewer put it best, "She was telling us the whole time. We just didn't know how to listen." The emotional weight of that moment has intensified amid Christine's recent public claims of emotional neglect and financial exclusion during her time in the Brown family. Insiders at TLC have reportedly expressed both excitement and anxiety. One executive allegedly stated off record that this is the biggest buzz this show has seen since Christine's divorce announcement. But with the growing public support comes escalating legal concern. If any of Christine's claims are false, even by omission, the executive said, "We're going to have angry lawyers on all sides." The word defamation is now being whispered, frequently in backrooms at the network. Despite potential legal entanglements, Christine's publisher remains firm. "We've done our due diligence," said one spokesperson. "The truth cannot be defamed." Regardless, the ripple effect is undeniable. A small but vocal group of fans has launched a petition demanding that TLC pause production of the show until Kody publicly addresses Christine's claims. "We're not saying cancel it," the petition reads. "We're saying we deserve honesty." Christine's book pre-orders have surged as a result. Major retailers have listed it among their most anticipated releases of the year. Industry insiders report she's already scheduled interviews with 2 major national morning shows, a top-rated podcast, and a late-night talk show. For someone once portrayed as the quiet, compliant wife in the shadow of Kody's growing polygamist, Empire Christine is now stepping into the spotlight as the face of the franchise. Yet not all reactions have been celebratory. Some of the adult Brown children have noticeably pulled back from social media. Others have liked ambiguous tweets or posted cryptic messages about family pain being turned into entertainment. One post read, "He'd come over at 5 or 6 p.m., even on weekends. That was it." Another family member remarked, "Truly doesn't understand yet. Gwen and I have seen for years that he was just somewhere else." This digital silence and cryptic commentary raise a larger, more painful question. What happens to those still living in the shadows of a story-turned spectacle? Christine's memoir is the match. The family's finances are the fuel. Early drafts of the book, according to sources who have seen them, contain direct allegations that Kody and Robyn manipulated family resources for personal benefit, all while Christine was being slowly pushed out. Among the most explosive revelations is the infamous Coyote Pass land deal. Christine claims she was told the family couldn't afford to buy her out fairly. She should be grateful, they said, just to walk away with her dignity. But public records tell a damning story. Christine relinquished her share of the land for only $10. The remaining property was then quietly split among Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Mary. Soon after, Fans noticed renovations at Robyn's house, new landscaping, luxury cabinetry, and what appeared to be a $6,000 chandelier glimpsed in a leaked Instagram video. Christine doesn't believe it's a coincidence. She writes that she directly questioned Kody about financial irregularities during their final 2 years together, particularly money moving between accounts. She says she never received a straight answer. According to her, any transparency around the family's finances disappeared entirely after Kody legally married Robyn in 2014. This detail has reignited long-held fan theories that, Robyn always played by a different set of rules. The infamous nanny storyline only adds fuel to the fire. Christine and Janelle have both claimed that while they struggled to get support for their children, Robyn consistently had funds for a paid babysitter. The disparity was infuriating, and fans have connected the dots quickly. One viral post read, "Follow the money and the favoritism follows." But Christine's allegations go beyond money. They speak to control and power. Supporters argue that by controlling the family bank, Kody controlled who stayed in his inner circle. For Christine to leave, she had to do so with nothing emotionally and financially, but the tide may finally be turning. Sources within the publishing world claim Christine received a mid-six-figure advance for the memoir, with bonus clauses tied to first-week sales. Based on current pre-order numbers, she is projected to hit those milestones with ease. Between royalties, media appearances, and brand deals, Christine could walk into 2026 with more financial independence than she ever had as a wife in the Brown household. Meanwhile, Kody and Robyn are now under a microscope. Once buoyed by TLC, salaries and cameo earnings, their spending habits are being picked apart by the public. And just when it seemed the drama had peaked, Christine hinted at something even more explosive than the financial breadcrumbs. In a quickly deleted interview clip, she revealed, "There was a message I kept for years and finally turned over to my legal team. What that message entails remains a mystery, but the implications are enormous. Whether it touches on money, betrayal, or something deeper, Christine has teased that this material will appear in the book. And Kody, he's already lawyering up." Sources close to the show claim that by mid-July, legal teams from multiple sides were circling not just Christine's publisher, but Kody's personal attorneys, TLC's legal department, and external counsel. One insider alleged that Kody has been quietly making calls to attorneys in Flagstaff, inquiring about the feasibility of blocking certain chapters from release. He reportedly asked about pursuing an injunction, claiming reputational harm. Legal experts allegedly told him the chances were slim unless he could prove actual malice or deliberate falsehoods. Christine's team is undeterred. The publisher has made it clear every word underwent both internal and external legal review. She told her story, a spokesperson said, and it's been vetted. That hasn't stopped Kody, however, from reportedly threatening what insiders call financial retaliation. The nature of this threat is unclear. Some speculate he's preparing a civil countersuit if the memoir affects his income or image. Others believe he's using the threat as leverage against TLC, demanding editorial control, spin-off privileges, or additional compensation. Allegedly, Kody now refers to himself as Christine's unwilling villain. Still, in the court of public opinion, Christine has already won round one. Comment sections beneath every promotional post for the book are flooded with messages of support. Other women in plural marriages are sharing their own stories, and the pressure on Kody to respond is mounting. Yet, he remains silent. Not a post podcast or even a selfie since the book announcement. This uncharacteristic silence speaks volumes. For a man who once monologued for entire episodes, his sudden absence is raising eyebrows. Some believe he's waiting for legal clearance before speaking publicly. Others think he's simply unraveling. But each day he says nothing, Christine's version becomes more entrenched. Even more concerning for Kody, rumors of physical evidence have started swirling. At first, fans brushed off blurry screenshots supposedly showing messages from Kody to Christine, but then a sharper image surfaced. In what appears to be a message dated around Christine's departure, Kody allegedly admits the money situation got complicated. Robin needed the support more than you at the time. Though the message hasn't been verified, that didn't stop it from going viral. Fans have dissected everything: punctuation, timestamps, writing style. And suddenly, Christine's memoir wasn't just an emotional story, it had receipts. Christine has neither confirmed nor denied the authenticity of the leaks. But in a publisher-hosted livestream, she smirked when asked if she had evidence. "Some things are better seen than told," she replied, "and yes, they're in the book." From there, the intrigue exploded. One tabloid claimed Christine is prepared to release voice memos. Another alleged she has handwritten therapy notes, signed and dated. One source even claimed she turned over a sealed folder to her publisher's legal counsel as a contingency. Whether these are smart legal precautions or strategic media bait, they're working. Anticipation for Christine's memoir is sky high. And Kody, once the centerpiece of a sprawling reality empire, is now playing defense against a woman he underestimated for years. Christine isn't just telling her story, she's changing the story. It's fine. Christine once said in an episode explaining how she coped, "It's fine because that's what I've been trained to be. Fine, small, not a bother." But not anymore. Christine isn't fine. She's furious. She's focused. And most of all, she's finally free. Finally free.
My relationship with my father will be desolate, will not exist anymore.
I've always wanted you guys to have a great relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
A great one. So
Kody Brown is reportedly livid over Christine's explosive upcoming memoir, which insiders say he views as a calculated smear campaign. He claims Christine is twisting emotionally charged conversations out of context to vilify him, and he's allegedly compiling his own receipts, texts, and emails to present his version of events. Sources at TLC say Kody is pushing for a televised rebuttal to air alongside the memoir's release, though his wife Robin is urging him to stand down, fearing a tit-for-tat war could further damage their public image, especially with fans overwhelmingly supporting Christine. The network, caught in the crossfire, is scrambling to decide whether to expand the season to include the fallout or pivot entirely. There are whispers of a fast-track miniseason focused on the memoir's impact, confessionals from Kody, Janelle, and even Christine's new husband, David Woolley, whom Kody blames for fueling the fire. Meanwhile, Christine may be moving on entirely, with strong rumors of her own spin-off docuseries following her post-divorce life and book tour. Behind the scenes, TLC is poring over contracts to determine whether Christine has breached any legal boundaries, while fans speculate that her truth-telling could spell the end of Sister Wives as we know it. The family is clearly fracturing. Janelle may walk. Mary remains silent. Robin is retreating, and Kody is reportedly losing steam. It's described by insiders as combative and obsessed with optics rather than healing. The adult Brown children are increasingly uncomfortable with the publicity, with some asking to be excluded from the upcoming season. Peden, Christine's son, is actively backing her online, while others remain quiet but clearly affected. Kody fears Christine's memoir will turn his younger children against him, and he's accused her of using David and the media to rewrite history. Meanwhile, Christine's poised rise complete with a viral revenge glow and skyrocketing. Book pre-orders is being celebrated as a triumph of healing and self-empowerment. Kody's alleged retaliation, whether through legal threats, a tell-all interview, or counterbook only, seems to widen the rift, with brand sponsors reportedly backing away from Kody and the public re-examining past episodes with new eyes. The stakes are higher than ever. And the final twist? Christine ends the book with a chilling line: "Some stories don't end. they just pause until someone's ready to finish them. Fans now believe a sequel is already in the works, suggesting that Kodys' reckoning may only be beginning. Whether this saga ends in redemption, collapse, or a media empire reboot, one thing is clear: Christine has changed the narrative forever. For more exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes drama, and breaking revelations from the Sister Wives universe, don't forget to subscribe to Starspill USA, where the truth always spills.